Welcome back, everyone. Michael here with Offshore Citizen. There are often people who have made money in cryptocurrency and are interested in buying citizenships. And it can be difficult for some people to go through that process, but it's something that we help people with quite often, is going and buying citizenships using their crypto, so they never actually have to convert to fiat, which has obviously a bunch of different advantages. However, there are some misunderstandings about kind of the categories of how this works and the considerations. So I'm going to explain a little bit about how this works today and whether it is an option for you if you are in that position. So let's dive in. Before we do, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the all notification bell. Really appreciate your support. If you'd like help with getting a second citizenship, citizenship by investment, citizenship by descent, etc., please reach out to us. You can book a call, calendly.com/Michael-Rosmer, link in the description below, or send a message through our websites, offshorecitizen.net and offshorecapitalist.com. So, in order to get citizenship by investment, obviously, you have to qualify for the citizenship and you have to have the money. Fair enough. That's pretty simple. Beyond this, though, the payment method, there's kind of three different categories that we have. So the one are, let's just put this clearly. So directly, the government does not accept crypto in any particular situation. They've talked about it in some places like Antigua, but directly they don't do it. So what ends up happening is there are licensed agents who are licensed by the government, and so the payment can pass through them. And that's the mechanism by which you can be able to do this. But you can't do it in all situations. And even if you can do it mechanically, there may be some other concerns. So the first of these concerns is, the most extreme, is just you simply can't do it. And so let's look at that example, which is Malta. Okay, so in the case of Malta, obviously, most expensive of the official programs, and they will simply not accept, like the way that the source of funds has to come does not allow the funds to go through a local agent, and therefore the funds cannot end up with the government via crypto. You can pay some of the associated legal fees using crypto, but it's relatively small in comparison to the overall donation. So Malta is out for payment by crypto. We did have one or two cases we facilitated through Hungary when the Hungarian program was open. Hopefully it'll reopen. And so that was good. More tricky, kind of how that goes. By the way, in all these cases, they will charge a small fee for it. It's usually 2%, if I recall correctly, 2-3%, something around there. And so, yeah, that's the next thing that can happen. Then we come to the kind of next case, which is you can do it, but the source of funds can't be purely crypto. So this is an example of St. Kitts. Probably the most common citizenship that we help people with is the St. Kitts citizenship. And what happens here is that the way that the mechanics of paying the donation work, or paying the funds, allows for crypto to flow in. However, during the process of applying, what you need to do is you need to provide information about your source of funds, your source of wealth. And if that is purely crypto, okay, then they won't allow it. Now, it could be crypto plus something else. You could say, well, I've had a 6-figure job for the last 5 years, and I also happen to have crypto. No issues. That's fine. Hey, I've had a business, and the business has been doing whatever, and I also have crypto. I'm going to pay with crypto. No problems. I sold a property, and the property was worth X, and I also have crypto. No problems. When we talk about the source of funds or the source of wealth, it is not that the money that you transfer needs to be from that source, but they need to be able to demonstrate that you had a legitimate source of income that earned you enough that you could afford this citizenship. And so we've had a few cases where we've run into people where they've only ever made money in crypto. Okay, they've just never had any other income, and as a result, they can't do something like St. Kitts. So ones like that. So then you have to go to the next ones over. And the kind of adjacent ones, the ones that are quite flexible, are things like Dominica and Antigua. So I mentioned before, Antigua had talked about accepting crypto directly, actually through the government, where you didn't need to go via an agent or whatever. They ended up not doing that because of the kind of logistics and infrastructure that would go in behind the scenes, but they're fine with your source of funds can be from crypto. Same thing with Dominica. Your source of funds can be from crypto. Same thing with Vanuatu, etc. So there's basically these three baskets. Can you simply not do it? Can you do it in terms of the transaction, but you need to have alternate source of funds? Or can you be in a situation where they will not only accept crypto as the payment, but also as the source of funds? And so, yeah, if you have questions about it, if you're in a situation where you'd like to get a citizenship by investment using crypto, please reach out to us. Happy to have a conversation with you and help you out on it. You can send a message to our websites, offshorecitizen.net, offshorecapitalist.com. If you liked the video, share it with your friends. I'm going to look forward to seeing you on the next video.